Solo pack out at night. Too much fun. Doing gear reviews really isn't my thing, though I've done them before. I know Christmas is coming up soon, and I thought I would try to put out a video on this headlamp. Here's the back. Obviously, this is the box it comes in. I bought this lamp this headlamp July of this year, before the season started in August. I used it a little bit scouting and all throughout the hunting seasons this year. I bought it on sale for $76. It normally retails for about $95. Not a cheap headlamp. Now, I've been using this Streamlight for about 7 years, this exact headlamp, and it served me well. This last year, my wife was using it. But I decided to change up to this headlamp mainly for two reasons. One, I have found that I've accidentally knocked this headlamp on in my pack, and at one point in time I actually found it with the battery drained in my pack, so that wasn't good. So that got me thinking that maybe it's time to change headlamps. So beyond that, I'm just going to tell you what I liked, what I disliked about it, and you can make your own decisions. I'm not a gear reviewer. I don't want to be a gear reviewer. This is just me trying to do you a favor if you've been following my channel. I just video log my hunts, so whatever. Things that I liked. The red light brightness. I really like the 3 settings of the red light on this headlamp. In terms of preserving your night vision, red is better than green, and green is better than white. I liked the wide field of view. When you have the bright white light on, it really provides a fairly large amount of illumination in your immediate area, and I like that. Alright, Streamlight 1, 2, 3. Okay, Backcountry Duo. Oh yeah. Once you've set the mode on what you want, on and off is pretty easy. On, off. There's other videos that show how to run this thing, and I shied away from this originally because it seemed kind of complicated. So, low, bright white, medium. Oh, they're going off. See what I mean? High, medium, low, high, medium, low. Off. On. Off. So once you set it, it's easy to use. Setting it can be a little complicated. And if you set a change mode, I'll get to that later part. The button lock. I like the button lock. You hold this button down, flashes twice, it's locked. You can mash this all you want to now. It's not going to turn on. I like that. It seems to last a while on one charge. And I did buy a spare battery for this thing. Right here. This is the battery it uses. Seems to last a while. So that's good. I never ran it down. What I like is I don't have to stock up on AAA batteries anymore. Usually with this headlamp, after one hunting season, like say, I don't know, 3 trips, I would just ditch the batteries and replace them because I don't want to run out of batteries. And the size and the weight of this headlamp I really do like. And a lot of times I forget I'm wearing this headlamp, which is cool. This headlamp is a full ounce lighter than this one. This one's a little bit larger and bulkier. This one's a little bit slimmer. I forget I'm wearing it. And the other thing I like about this headlamp is that it'll fit on any type of hat you're wearing. So if I'm wearing a normal hat like this, I mean, I can tighten it up. Or what I've started to do over the summer is I've switched to a brimmed hat like this one. And it'll fit on a hat like this just fine. So I like that aspect of it. That'll fit on any hat I decide to wear. Now, what I disliked about this headlamp, I can't switch to a bright white light very quickly. You have to go through this whole rigmarole of the different modes, which I just showed you earlier. Why would you do that? I'm sure you've seen it before. You're hiking up in the dark and you have a set of eyes staring at you from your own headlamp. From the light of your headlamp hitting the tapetum of, it could be a coyote, it could be a deer, could be an elk, could be a cat, could be a bear. You don't really know. So you always want to, at least I do. Doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, I like to be able to flash a light fairly quickly. This headlamp has a very narrow beam, but it will reach out to where I can just grab it and quickly change modes to see what I'm looking at. This headlamp, it doesn't have it has a wide beam and it has a bright beam, but it doesn't have a very focused one. So that's one thing I don't like about it, is if you want to do a quick identification of that set of eyes staring at you, a little bit harder with this headlamp. Oh, it's a deer. The other thing I don't like about this headlamp, and it's silly, I know, is if I can turn it back on. This little green power indicator, I think this turns red once you run the battery down to 10%. And you're never going to notice this when you're wearing it unless you're filming yourself. But I just don't like the extra light on the side of it. I just want one light in the front and that's it. But that's just me picking nits. One thing I'm unsure of is I've read reports and reviews of this bracket breaking. Probably right here, I think, is the issue. Now they do sell an extra bracket, a bracket to change it out, along with extra batteries. So military math, 1 is none and 2 is 1. I went ahead and bought a backup battery, or backup battery and a backup bracket. So I'm really, apparently I'm invested into this headlamp right now. So I think that about covers it. Is it worth your money? That's up to you. For me, a good, reliable headlamp is important, especially when you're solo all the time. If that headlamp goes out for any reason and it's evening, nighttime already, you're in a pickle. So you can't have that. So for me, spending the money on this headlamp, I think in the end was worth it. And but that's my individual decision. You can make your own. All right, that's all I got. You have a good one. Oh, see that light over there? That is a little lamp at the kill site, and that was a damn good idea. Makes finding the quarters easier.